Hello everyone. In this video we're going to continue on with some of the functions that are available in Microsoft Excel. In this video we're going to focus on count. Now there are a few different types of count or different varieties of the count function available in Excel, but we're just going to go ahead and focus on the standalone count. But as we type in the function, you'll see that there are some other ones available for you to select from. So what we're going to do, same thing as we did for max, min, and average, we're going to go ahead and find the count of the bills that we're going to be using for January, February, and March. So if it works correctly, it should give us 4. So essentially what count is going to do, it's going to check to see how many cells we have selected actually have a numerical value there. So if there wasn't one here, it would only have 3. But because we have 4, we should get 4, 4, 4. So we'll actually remove one after we add this in, and then we'll see if it updates the number for us. So go ahead and hit enter, count. So count the number of cells in a range that contain numbers. So you see that's what count does, but there is also count A. So that one does that are not empty. There's count blank, there's count if, there's count ifs. I mean, there's quite a few, but like I said, we're going to go ahead and do count. So with tab, and now it gives us our parenthesis where we can go ahead and provide our range. So same thing as before, we'll hold control and hold left click and drag in our range. So B4 through B7, close it. All right, so we got 4. However, we're always going to get that irritating error because we're not including the total or the date. But that's fine. So we use our relative referencing to do the same thing for February and March. And we got 4, 4, 4. So that looks good. Let's go ahead and get rid of the error. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to do a quick experiment. What happens if we remove the dog food / toys for the month of January? Is it going to update? And it does. You see, it changed everything. It changed our average, changed our max, our min, and also our count. But we didn't mean to do that, right? So we just went ahead and do undo, and now it brings it back and we're good to go. But you can see that as we removed it, because we weren't referencing specific numbers, we were referencing cell ranges. As soon as we updated this cell, it went ahead and updated all this for us. So that's why it's very important to reference cells and not numbers per se. All right, everyone, I hope you all found this video helpful. And like I said, there are different varieties of count. I challenge you to go through and understand the differences between them. And hopefully you'll have a great use case to use count in the future.